It's literally going to be two teams at the same time going off the ramp. Now, this is complicated. Let's hope nothing happens. The Ugandan team is going to be given the nod first.
Well, they are the stronger team, so then they'll be just off in the clear. And, well, we don't know with the women. They might not be as strong as their men were, so it'll be interesting to see. They've only got they've got their full squad there, 3 to start with the women.
They have, there they are. So Mary Alepa, Nantun Maria and Florence Nakagwa are about to get going for Uganda. Massive crowd cheering these riders on. The Ugandan team have finished and the other riders are given the off then. So everything is okay. They haven't gone exactly the same time. The Ugandan men came past us here, and the Benin team have just cracked a little bit towards the finish. The minute the second rider goes across the line, Benin are underway now. Kamani Awisu, Yetonda Kokuhude and Charlotte Matuvi. Benin are underway. A real competition between those teams then. So at the end of the lap, 29 minutes 20 for Uganda, 4 minutes behind the team of Benin. Just past us up here on the left-hand side is all those huts, all the places for all the teams to be, isn't it? Just up on our left-hand side.
Yeah, so the team's protocol when they finish the line, if they have finished in the top 3, it's all very chaotic because they have to do a flash interview, then they go into their tent to wash down, and they'll have a soigneur, a masseur, who cleans their face and gives them change of clothes and everything, and then they rush off to the podium, they do the podium, and then they have to go to the mix zone where they have their national TV interviews, and they have to go to doping control. So we've got tents and things happening all around the finish line here.
Yeah, there's loads of them. Wherever I look, there's tents. So much infrastructure to our World Championship. I have to say, the way that this is organised has been superb. We're very lucky. Our hotel is a walk to where we're commentating. Across is the restaurant, but you come out, you're right on the circuit, you get to see all the riders. So this morning, while you were riding, I managed to get to see Tadej Pogačar, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, Demi Vollering, had a chat to her, Anna van der Breggen, Isaac Del Toro, Tom Pidcock, all of the riders out and about doing their reconnaissance, and it's right on the doorstep. And I've been at World Championships and you have with me, where we've had to get cabs, buses, ride there.
Yeah, it's unbelievable here. I mean, from my balcony, I can literally call out to a rider that's riding past and say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, everything is, the organisation has been very, very well done. I would say, I mean, from a perspective of a rider as well as all the staff, that it's one of the best. I think we've been doing it for nearly 20 years, and one of the best organisations we've come across, so it's been very, very well done.
Yeah, because you and I know that generally when we come to World Championships and you're talking to as we just see the arrival, let's bring this squad home. This is the team of Ethiopia. They've been riding well. They are just behind Rwanda as the fastest team through the second split. So Ethiopia just lost a rider just at the top of the climb. A little bit too much urgency. Just needs to bring his teammate home because it's all about the second place rider, and that last finish is horrible. The team of Ethiopia about to go. Gran Abra, Haftu Raider, Circling Watango, and they get going now. So Ethiopia are underway. They're the fastest team so far.
If you're new to this discipline, we just saw the men finish their lap of the team time trial relay, and now the women will do one lap and finish it off. So they have to finish with 2 riders, so the time will be taken on the second rider. As we saw when the men came in, the time wouldn't have been taken from the first rider, so that effort to the finish line was not really beneficial. The time was taken on the second rider crossing the line.
Really important that you keep driving all the way to the finish.
And be very aware of your teammates behind you if you need to get that second rider across the line. So that's quite important. But
China flying in now. Just talking about infrastructure again. we get used to the fact that we're lucky enough to be here and we can talk to the riders and the teams and everything. Normally, when you talk to the team managers, you generally say, how are things going? And their answer is, oh, this is a nightmare. I'm here, I'm 50k away, I've got to go back and forward with the team manager's meeting's there, and this is over here and that's over there. Because generally team managers are a bit like that.
Yeah, Rwanda has been a little bit of a different experience.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's you need to be somewhere, they'll make sure you're there.
Yeah, and talking to team managers this morning, how's it going? Great, was the answer. We're only a couple of k down the road. This is what it's like. We get here, it's nice and easy. Another team manager I was walking here with said, absolutely amazing organisation. Can't believe how easy it is to get around.
Well, a good example is when I finished doing a lap this morning and I took my helmet off and sat down, two of the local organising committee ladies came up and said, would you like us to get a doctor for you? I said, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'm fine. But everything is thought of and thought through. So there's, it's quite an amazing experience.
This rider's had to swap to a Shimano neutral service bike, unfortunately. This is Florence Nakagwa, has had a problem. We didn't see exactly what the problem was. Let's take a little look here. Rochelle, she's got a big issue. She's had to swing across the roads and has had to take a Shimano neutral service bike.
We didn't get a very good look of what. She may have gear issues.
I don't know what the problem is, whether it's a puncture or something else.
She may be stuck in the large chain ring. Yeah, a bit difficult to see maybe with the electronic gears, but I think given she's just been passed by another team, it's going to be an impossible task to get back to the two riders. So unfortunately that'll be the day done and dusted. We're back with Rwanda. Now they're in trouble because they need to keep these two riders together. This is the men. They still have their three women to finish off.
The rider number 111, Kusenga, is getting pretty angry with his teammates, isn't he?
He is getting frustrated that you can't let all of his effort out. But like I said, you really need to motivate your teammate. There's 500 metres going. I can tell you it's a very, very difficult 500 metres. So the rider in second place is in absolute hurt box.
Rwanda are about to finish. They're coming together to the line. He keeps checking. He's obviously the strongest rider in the team, but in reality, you're only as strong as your weakest link in the team. That is the difference in a team time trial. He's going to empty the tank here into the finish, try and give it everything for Rwanda. Those legs are absolutely searing in pain.
Well, this is professional. He's frustrated, but the professionalism in just waiting, because that's all he can do, is impressive.
It is. He's done the right thing here as he brings his teammate to the line. And yeah, there'll be a few words, I'm sure, but once they sit down and relax at the end of it, they'll realise that they helped each other to the end of this World Championship, doing everything he can, shake of the head.
He'll have, at the end of the day, he'll have respect for how hard his teammate worked, how much pain he put himself through.
And he's annoyed with his teammate right now, not impressed at all. Shook of the head. He actually slowed the team down, and he should realise that, because he slowed right down and crossed the line a few seconds behind his teammate at the end. Should have done everything he could. He did everything he could, but actually the heat to the head.
Yeah, he'll regret that a little bit later in the
team
evening.
a few seconds. That might cost them some points, Rochelle.
Yeah, it's all about, like we said, it's all about UCI points for the developing nations out here. Uganda have got their women now out on course, finishing off the job of the men. They were in fourth position, so will the Uganda women be able to improve on that?
Situation at the end is that Ethiopia leads, Uganda are second, Rwanda are in third place, and I think maybe there was a bit of frustration that the Rwanda team had slowed down, but they're only a split second behind the Ugandan squad, not too much at all. And we've seen the Rwandan women looking really strong on the bike. So we'll see how they do in comparison to the Ugandan women later on. This is People's Republic of China. This will be our last team to get to the finish. They've been the fastest team